So we've covered some sentence patterns. We covered the noun, verb, the simple two-word sentence. Jack ran, bunny hopped, horse jumped. And we looked at noun linking verb sentences, either with a noun or noun linking verb adjective. And these are 3 sentence patterns that we've covered already. Our next sentence pattern is the noun, verb, noun. And in this sentence pattern, the second noun, or this noun, is a direct object. Direct object. So in this pattern, do you remember what the linking verb, what math symbol we used to help us understand that pattern? We used an equal sign. So we said this equals that. This is not that kind of sentence. In fact, this is a sentence pattern where your noun is performing some action on another noun. And so this verb cannot be a linking verb, but it's an action verb, and it's an action verb that will carry the action from this noun to this noun. The best thing to do is come up with some examples. So I could say, the boy hit the ball. He's a baseball player. He got his bat out, and the boy hit the ball. When I'm looking at sentences, the first thing I look for is the verb, and I look to see what action is being done. And actually, the Latin word for verb is verbum, which means word. And in many languages, the key word of a sentence is the verb. And you find that first, and then you find all the other sentence elements. So when I'm doing sentences, I'll start with the verb. So let's look at this. Here's our verb, hit. That's the action. Who's doing the hitting? So put verb. Here's our noun. The boy is doing the hitting. What is he hitting? He's hitting the ball. And here is our direct object. Then we have the word the and the. And I'm just reminding you, the is an article, and so it's an adjective. So it's telling us which boy and which ball. And just I could change this, and I could say a boy hit a ball. Do you see how that would be different from the boy hit the ball? So this could be any ball, any boy, and this could be any ball. So let's do something. Let's add another. I could say the class, and that would be all of you, wrote papers. And yes, that's something we're going to do this semester. So look at this sentence. Can you pick the verb out? What's the action? Wrote. Here's our verb. Who's doing the writing? The class. Here's my subject or my noun. And what is the class writing? The class is writing papers. Here's my direct object. Now, these are simple sentences, and they can be expanded. I could say the amazing basic comp class during fourth quarter wrote exceptional papers about topics of their interest. So I added adjectives, amazing basic comp class. I added an adverb prepositional phrase, during fourth quarter wrote exceptional. I added an adjective to describe papers, and then I added more prepositional phrases. So we don't write really super simple sentences. We add lots of prepositional phrases and adjectives and adverbs, but we need to be aware of what our basic sentence patterns are. Let's do another one. I'm drawing a blank. You know, when I draw a blank, I always go back to penguins. I don't know why. The penguin ate the fish. All right. Verb. Can you find it? What's the action that's being done in the sentence? Ate. Who's doing the eating? The penguin. And what's receiving the action of the penguin eating? The fish. So that's the direct object. So what's our action in the sentence? Ate. Who's doing the eating? Penguin. What's being eaten? The fish. So that is our noun, verb, noun, or you could say subject, verb, direct object. And actually, if you were to pull up a grammar book, it might call it this subject, verb, direct object sentence. Either one of these describe this kind of sentence where you've got an active verb, you have a subject doing that action, and then you have something receiving the action. They are the direct object of that action. So there is your noun, verb, noun, or subject, verb, direct object sentence.